What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld Podcast. Today we're going to be taking a look at Week 16, the Sunday games. It was overwhelmingly exciting, and when I'm not saying that lightly, there were a lot of weird things that were going on. Some of them were not too weird, though. The Eagles beating the ever-loving hell out of the Giants was not something that was shocking. The Giants are not a good football team right now. The Eagles look like they may, I think they probably, depending on the last couple of weeks, they may be able to soar right into the playoffs. No pun intended. So it's looking pretty good for them. I was rather impressed by Hurts. Like I said, a lot of people don't want to give him the credit to say, like, look, he could take the reins and be, a starting QB for that, that franchise. I think he has a lot of tools. And people got to remember, this guy is relatively young. Some people are going to evolve into players that can actually compete at a high level for a long time and not be complete superstars. I do believe that this guy has a lot of intangibles that people are not giving him credit for, based on what I've visibly seen. So, very, very good win, dominant. So we got to just wait to see how it unfolds. The Rams and the Vikings. This was very, very ticky-tack for a while, bro. It looked like Ramsey was about to punch somebody in the face during the game. It got very, very... just watching it, he should have got called for a lot of penalties, Jalen Ramsey. He was very, very upset that Jefferson was doing whatever he wanted to do to him, and it got really crazy overall in that game. But, the Rams should have lost this game simply because Matthew Stafford likes to throw picks for no reason. Like, they should have just lost the game for that. That's one of the bigger reasons why I don't trust them in the NFC, and I will still rely on Tom Brady to go ahead and take out, the NFC. Even with the Cowboys going wild, we'll get to the Cowboys later. They beat a real bad Washington football team, but I just don't know about the Rams. Dude, Stafford, bro, what are you doing? You seriously out here throwing picks like that? All right, whatever, do your thing then. The Bills and the Patriots. This was a very, very, this was a good way for the Bills to show their fans that they're not just going to lay down and that it's not the same old situation with the Patriots being dominant. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what this was. And looking at it overall, the Patriots shouldn't even have scored 21 points. Okay, when you look at Josh Allen, he's the first player in NFL history with 100-plus pass TDs, 20-plus rush TDs in 4 seasons. So he's doing it all over the place. And if you actually saw the things he was doing, bro, the dude was juking people out of their shoes. It was wild because you don't look at Josh Allen and think of him as a guy that can be very elusive. He has a huge arm. He's very, very good in the pocket, I believe. He throws lasers. So you don't really think that he's going to get that as well, but he showed us a little bit of elusiveness. Also, Mac Jones, for the most part, he still has a lot of growing to do, and people seem to forget that he is a rookie quarterback. So there's going to be growing pains in that situation, so it's not really that big of a deal. The Buccaneers and the Panthers. The Buccaneers clinched the NFC South for the first time since 2007, I think? Yeah, since 2007. So Tom Brady is out there. The Buccaneers rebounded. They got the brakes beat off of them the week before. Fine, they're 11-4. The Panthers, the reunion with the whole Cam Newton thing, I told you guys when it happened. Some of you guys were asking my opinion, and I said to you blatantly, Cam Newton is not the old Cam Newton. That's obvious. He's not good. So what happens is this, right? When you try to, you build it up, oh my God, he's going back home. This is the opportunity that he needed. He's not good anymore. And he has to accept that, and everybody else that's around him has to accept it. I understand no CMC. I understand all those other things. He's not good, though. That's what everybody has to understand. Here's the thing, Skip. Shout out to Shannon Sharp. He's just not good. And that overall, can he be a backup and a guy that comes in to win a couple games when a starter is hurt? That's where he's gone right now. Okay, so everybody needs to sit down and realize that and stop building him up like he's this guy that's going to do some kind of, miraculous Superman stuff. He's not good. Jaguars and the Jets. Zach Wilson, 52-yard rush TD, longest by a QB in Jets history. That seems kind of weird to me because Miguel Vick, a.k.a. Mike Vick, did play for the Jets. So I was like, 52-yard rush TD, that's it? Bro, I thought that Vick would have probably hit him with a 70, but it doesn't really matter. Either way, looking at the Jags, they had a chance to actually win this game several times, all right? Let's just keep it, keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? As the kids say. I'm going to tell you this right now. The Jets suck, but the Jaguars are worse. So that's where it gets really nasty, and people don't really understand. When you're looking at two trash cans play, it's which trash can do I want? Dude, they both are terrible teams. But the Jags, Trevor Lawrence, look, I like the way that he's trying to come into his own. He's going to have to take on that responsibility of playing for a trash team. This is not like when he was in high school, college, when he was the best player, and that's what's hitting him in the face right now, and he's going to have to just deal with that. The Lions and the Falcons. I really told all of you guys that the Lions were going to win this game, and I still believe that they should have, because the Falcons, Matt Ryan is trash can status. See, this is what's crazy, right? Matt Ryan is a terrible quarterback, but he's a prototypical quarterback, and at some, like, he can still make throws. So when I tell you Cam Newton is done, it's a difference between both of them. Although both of them are trash and they both have MVPs in the league, Matt Ryan can still be formidable because he has a lot of, pocket passer type abilities. He doesn't have to run around. Cam was never really accurate, and he's just a playmaker. So when it's different levels of trash. You know what I'm saying? So you got to look at that. You got to analyze it and understand what's going on. The Falcons should not have won this game. But it doesn't matter because the Lions are so trash. Who cares, bro? Jared Goff is the worst quarterback probably since Ryan Leaf. Dude, I don't know. Whatever. Let's go to the next one. Chargers and the Texans. The Chargers should be ashamed of themselves. Justin Herbert is... I'm starting to wonder about that guy. Did we give him too much credit, bro? Because this guy just goes out and loses to random people. Like, dude, the Texans, bro? Bro, okay, let me get this straight. So you went out there and lost to the Texans. Okay. You know what I'm saying, bro? Okay. Dude. Justin, you cannot do this because you make me look like a complete idiot, which I am, but that doesn't really matter. The bottom line is I usually know what I'm talking about. The way you would play yesterday throwing picks, Stevie's, like, dude, what are you doing, bro? And again, they got to get rid of Deshaun Watson. I think that might happen in the offseason, and they'll come back, and they probably will be a little bit more formidable. But again, bro, the Chargers, I don't know what's going on. Dude, I'm really baffled by what's happening right now, dude. What is this about? Come on, you got to do better. Ravens and the Bengals. Joe Burrow. Okay, dude, I see you, bro. Okay. Dude, 525 yards? Dude, what are you doing throwing for that many yards? And the Ravens, look, they are completely injury prone. There's a lot of stuff going on with new protocols and stuff like that. No team is really at full strength because of all the stuff that's going on right now. So people have to understand that and weigh that in also. But they still are professionals, and the next man up mentality is supposed to go on. I don't really care about the next man mentality when, like, they've been decimated by injury. But everybody, like I said, has had issues, so there's no excuse to give up 525 yards and then get blown out. Like, realistically, there's no excuse for it, but I can understand why people are having difficulty winning games, and we're looking at the names of these teams, and we're like, damn, bro, like, you suck. Like, all right. And remember, Lamar Jackson, we don't know what's going on with that guy, so it's just like, cool. Yo, handle your business. But again, with the way everything is going, I do believe the Ravens should make the playoffs. The Bears and the Seahawks. I got to tell you this right now, bro. Nick Foles, dog, that dude is garbage, but he does things that really, it fascinates me. He's a very fascinating player. Even with the Eagles, what he did to the Patriots in the Super Bowl, he's very fascinating, bro. You got to give him that, because I would not pay him to play for me. But I'll put him in the game when all the chips are on the line, and the dude is just, I guess he's just the luckiest man alive. Bro, he throws a dot to Jimmy Graham, then he throws a 2-point conversion to win the game. In a game, like, regardless, the Seahawks are out of the playoffs, right? They're done. You know what I'm saying? They're just playing for pride or, for their jobs at this point. But the way that he was able to do this, you got to give him credit, bro. You got to give Foles credit. Now, Justin Fields, I don't know what's going on with him. I know, again, he's another guy that's young. But Foles, you might as well. They should have probably just let him start, dude. Dude, I don't know. I was sitting there watching it like maybe it would have been different for the Bears if he started, right? I don't know. I'm looking at it like, the dude's garbage, but he's not. Like, nobody really wants him, but he's good. Like, the dude's an enigma. I don't know what he is. I don't know how to explain what he does on the field. Dude, it is what it is. Steelers and the Chiefs. The Steelers should be completely embarrassed and ashamed of themselves for their performance. Chiefs beat the brakes off of them. It is what it is, bro. Mike Tomlin, dude, he was kissing at the camera a week before, something like that, after they won. And then this week, he was getting his butt cheek. Like, dude, they beat the brakes off of him, and the Chiefs clinched the AFC West for the 6th straight season. So they just stopped history. The Super Bowl loser just made the playoffs. Usually they don't. So this is dangerous for anybody that has to play the Chiefs. And Travis Kelce didn't play because he didn't clear protocols. So we have to look at it and analyze it and try to figure out, like, yo, hold on, dude. What is going on right now? The only thing I could definitely tell you 100% is that the Steelers suck. That's the only thing I can really put my hands on. The Broncos and the Raiders. Now, this game right here, Derek Carr threw a pick at the end of the half, right? And I'm saying to myself, this is why the Raiders are not going to be a good team. And I'm saying it over and over in my head, and then the Raiders win. And I'm saying to myself, like the Broncos have a really, really good defense. And that's what really keeps them in the game. Drew Lock is garbage. We all know that. But we have to look at this for what it is. Both these teams right now, they're in a state where we don't really know how they're winning. Like the Broncos actually won games with Teddy Tapwater. You know, like, and we're looking at like Derek Carr is terrible. And it's just like, what is going on? Like, I don't know. And I know some of you guys can be like, yo, Derek Carr's not that bad. Dude, listen, some of the things that guy does is very, very questionable at the highest level. That's all I'm going to say. And it was a very athletic play with the pick that he threw on the screen, but still, a lot of the things that he does is very, very questionable. And that's why I don't think that he's a top-tier quarterback. Washington football team and the Cowboys. So the whole Cowboys organization should be getting ready to get arrested for assault for what they did to them last night. It was completely embarrassing. The Washington football team sucks, and they gave up 56 points. The most points in the game since week 6, 1980. Dude, what in the F was going on, dude? That's all I want to know. What kind of, how do you formulate a team to go out there and get this kind of beating? It's hard work to get beat like this, dude. Like, you can't just wake up and go out there and do it. You got to be ready and know that you're going to take this beating to get beat on like this. This is absolutely ridiculous. But I will tell you this, Dak Prescott looked really good. And he's been a question mark for me the entire time. Because I know the defense is going to play well. But if Dak Prescott is playing like this, y'all better fear the Cowboys. If they play like this 3 games in a row, y'all better fear the Cowboys calling for playoffs. And they clinched. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.